Show right here on Channel 18. Special guest today, Gary DeFrange, president of Winter Park Ski Resort. And Gary, it's been a pleasure. I came as a ski bum in 2003, so I've been up around for a lot of the changes and growth of the ski resort, and it's been just incredible to watch.
There's been a lot happened. When I came in 1997, we were basically parking lots. The Vintage Hotel.
Could we compare it to a Basin or a Loveland?
We looked very similar. We had the Vintage Hotel, and that was up by the main entrance. And then, of course, we had the balcony house and the West Portal Station, but everything else was parking lots. And one of our objectives at that point was we didn't want to reduce the number of people that we had that were here for day skiing, but we wanted to increase the ability to bring in more destination visitors, because that changes the dynamic a lot. It fills in midweek. You know, they're a higher yielding visitor for all of us, not just for us, but for the entire community. They eat meals out, they take ski lessons, they rent gear, they buy things.
They go tubing and everything else, right?
Exactly. So that was one of our objectives, and we started with Zephyr Mountain Lodge. That was 230 condos. They're all 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, and we built 27,000 square feet of retail space. We moved in there in the summer of 2000, and that was very successful. The launch went well, and we sold everything right away.
Just gone. They had...
Exactly. Then, shortly after that, we bought the Vintage Hotel, and that was a good purchase for us. We were able to control things a little bit differently.
It's a wonderful compliment to have the hotel with the condos.
It's very nice because it's a little lower price point. We can negotiate the prices when we needed to.
Make it pet friendly, things like that.
We are totally pet friendly, and that's a big selling point for the Vintage Hotel.
In this state, you know, dog friendly is a massive deal.
It's a big thing. And then in the mid-2000, we built Fraser Crossing and Founders Point, and at the same time, we built out the new village, and we built out Perry Peak Lofts. So Fraser Founders, I think it's about 214 units, and those are studio 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. The Perry Peak Lofts, those are all very nice 3 and 4 bedroom units.
Beautiful, right in the little downtown village.
Those are much higher end. They've got their own private garage, not a big garage.
I love to say in 2003, I worked at the front desk. That was my ski bum job, and it was great. 3 to 11, I got to ski every day. I learned to ski on the mountain. And everyone would come and say, what do we do in the village in the evening? It's like, well, you got Doc's Roadhouse, great restaurant, but that was
about it.
That was it. There was nothing else to do. There's no pond, there's no ice skating, there was no, and so it's been just phenomenal to see the village come to life.
We built more retail. We built another 20,000 square feet. We built the pond, and then it was shortly after that we built the tubing hill. So now there's a lot of things for people to do in the evenings after skiing.
You don't need to travel anywhere. Stay right in your location.
You stay right there. If you think about the ski day, when you and I were growing up skiing, if you could ski 10 runs in a day, that was a lot. And you were on long, straight skis, and you were tired, and your feet hurt because the boots were different. Today, you can ski 10 runs by 11 o'clock in the morning. And we're finding now people are, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they're looking for something else to do. So it's nice to have that variety. And frankly, we're very close to downtown Winter Park. And we've got a great bus system now. So
year-round.
Not everybody's going to spend every day at the resort. A lot of those people come into town. We got great restaurants. We've got good bars, wonderful shopping. So we've really turned it more into a destination area now, and we're getting that reputation, and we're really pleased with that.
You mentioned 10 runs in a day, and my first season, I kind of fell in love with backside Parson Bowl in 2003. But I had to, I'm trying to think of the whole route I'd take, Zephyr to Olympia, then you'd be over on the Timberline lift, then you'd hike your way back there, ski down, then you had to get to the Pioneer, back to the High Lonesome, back, blah, blah, and you made this, it took an hour per lap maybe, so you wouldn't even get 10 runs in a day.
It took a lot, and waiting in lift lines a lot, and the lifts were very slow compared to what they are today.
In some spots, the trees were this tight, and you could barely get through on the ski down, and that was a huge deal when you were able to open up backside Parson Bowl with a new lift.
It was interesting. The Parson Bowl, when we took out the Timberline, that lift was a major lift. I think we put $6.5 million in that lift. But we opened all that Swedes Ridge area, and what was just tree skiing, we gladed some of it, and we made runs out of some of it.
Beautiful views, too.
It changed the way the whole mountain skis. Lines went down just everywhere. In that big six-pack, it carries a lot of traffic. So it changed the mountain a lot. It's given us a great experience. The views are spectacular. So are the winds.
Yeah, right.
We've got days when we'll have 100-mile-an-hour winds.
You can get
up
off there feeling like you're blowing right back on the chair.
But boy, when the
fun.
days are nice, it's wonderful skiing.
And it's home to one of my favorite runs now, Belle Fourche.
You like Belle Fourche
I
a
love
lot,
that
yeah.
run. You know, who doesn't? And it's just a beautiful way to get back to the Eagle Wind and get back to the backside of Parson
Well,
Bowl.
when we opened the Eagle Wind, I mean, that's one of my favorite areas.
Mm-hmm.
You go back there, it's like you're just totally away from a ski area.
It's a backcountry experience in bounds.
It truly is. Yeah. It's a wonderful experience. And then we opened the Cirque. We opened that actually before we did any of the other things. And that's been a good experience for us. It's not inexpensive to operate the Cirque because you have so much avalanche control work that you need to do to keep it safe.
It's still a pretty neat experience when you get off the Zephyr in the morning. You just feel a big whoof. You know they're blasting.
You know that we're blasting up there, but wow, what views and what a wonderful experience it's been. So all of that expansion has been wonderful. And then we moved into summer. The mountain biking, we went from just a few small trails to we've got now over 40 miles of trails, and we are the largest downhill bike program in the United States.
It is unbelievable, and home to Colorado Free Ride Fest, one of my favorite weekends of the year, which I never thought I'd say there's a summer weekend that I like more than winter.
Yeah.
But, or I wouldn't say more than winter, but as much. It's just
as
fantastic.
exciting. Exactly.
Well, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll talk a little more about mountain bikes in another huge edition this season that has all the locals and everyone at the resort pretty excited. So,
but I know what that is.
Yeah, I bet you do. You've been working long and hard on it. So we'll be back in a moment, chatting with Gary DeFrange, president of Winter Park Ski Resort. Thanks for tuning in, Channel 18.